We are the gatekeepers of relationships. So if you want a relationship, you should be chasing us, not the other way around. You are the gatekeepers of sex. So if we want sex, obviously we chasing you.
Okay, so I just had this conversation too. Why would I give 100%? I know what I can be as a girl. I know what I can do, and I'm going to give you little bits and pieces of that. Yeah. But I'm not going to give you the whole 100% before you're really committed to me. Like, there's stuff that's little to me that guys are like, oh my God, like if you make a meal or do stuff for them, like that's little stuff. That's like a minor percentage of what I'm going to do if, like, what, you know what I'm saying?
Got you, okay.
So, but anything extra, I'm not about to do that.
Okay, using that same exact logic, how would you ever get promoted if you don't display the qualities of that position?
I am displaying the qualities. How? In a drop-in percentage. I'm displaying I can cook. I'm displaying I can, like, clean. I'm displaying I can do your laundry. I can help make your life easier. Yeah. And I'm already dropping these in there to see what you're going to do with me dropping these percentages of girlfriend material.
So but the way that you explain it sounds like you're just dropping maybe a one piece by piece versus seeing how that whole lifestyle would be.
What do you mean?
Meaning that if you are a person who likes a guy and you dropping this cooking once in a while or doing his laundry once in a while, you're still not displaying that you can do that consistently all together.
Yeah, but it's like, but that's the thing. I'm not going to step into that full mode until I'm your girlfriend. Right. Like, when I'm your girlfriend, I will do that for you. But why do you expect me to give you that full 100% when you are not even 100% with me on where you want to go with me? So why would I give you that 100%? I'm already showing you enough, doing more than probably what most women even do nowadays. So it's like, I'm gonna, I don't care, I'm sprinkling it, and if you don't appreciate it, if you don't catch on to it, or if you don't like feel like that's enough for you, then it's like, after I've already shown you a little bit, because there's a lot I can give. Yeah. So it's like,
okay. But again, my argument would be ultimately,
God.
my argument would be ultimately, if you don't display all of these at once, maybe you display them for a week and then retract them. But if you don't display all of them at once at the same exact time, how can that person even fathom of knowing this person can be my girlfriend? It's the same when you deal with a job. Yeah.
I haven't had that problem. The problem I've had is I don't do too much as far as affectionate. Like, I'm affectionate, but I'm not going to let myself fall really for you and be really affectionate. But as far as that, I've never had a problem with the drizzling of the girlfriend.
Okay, gotcha.
But it comes down more of like, it's up to me. And the same way you guys have that, when you decide in the relationship, I decide when my wall is let down, I start giving you everything. A whole full 100%.
Okay, got you. So, oh man, I gotta unpack this. So okay, because to me, again, it's you understand the values that a dude have. I would hope. I don't know y'all lives, obviously. So I would hope women understand the values that a dude have before that she sleeps with him. Correct? So us men, need to understand the values that you bring to have a relationship. Yes or no so far?
Yes.
Okay. So if that's the case, you not opening up is not showing who you truly are.
But that doesn't mean I gotta go over to his house every day, cook for him,
I'm not saying
clean
that,
for
but
him.
go ahead.
But if that's the time that I make for you to go to your house during my week, if it's not every day, then what else more are you really asking for?
Yeah, what up?
Did you say before that you believe a guy should be taking care of a woman financially?
Well, if you can, yeah, 100%. He should definitely be in the security
So
role.
if we are required, if we're required to show you we can cook and clean before we're even together, shouldn't you be paying all our bills before we're together?
No, because you're proving to us, not the other way around, boo boo.
You're supposed to be proving to us.
Actually,
too.
back in the day, men used to have to bring cattle, show land, bring all types of supplies to show, and gifts to the presenting daughter to show that they could. What? But we know. It didn't matter.
I like that. I like you brought that up. But that's before sex.
That is before sex.
Thank you. So I rest my case again. Again, after sex happens is now your job.
Well, so what if the girl doesn't have sex with you for the first 3 weeks? Are you just like?
Then most guys going to do more and more and more.
Right.
Am I right or am I wrong? Most guys are going to go higher and higher, higher.
From a lot of videos that I have seen about this. It comes down to a lot of men, when they take you on that first date, they're feeling obligated to have sex. If they take you here, they are feeling obligated to sex after that. If you go back with them and hang out with them in their place and be like, hey, I want to leave, it's a whole weird energy. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? So men need to also realize that you taking me to dinner does not obligate me I don't care if you take me to a high end. That was your choice. You could have took me somewhere else.
Okay.
That does not require me to have sex with you at the end of the night, or even after the second or third date. Not saying it all have to be top dollar dates, but if it's a date, like that does not mean that I need to go back with you just because you dropped some change on me.
I agree with that, and I would tell men that's gonna watch this video, hey, after the second date, and she ain't giving up the draws, fuck her and go on to the next. I'm gonna be honest.
And that's the problem. That is literally the problem. Like. You're saying back, if you took it back, okay, it was before sex, right?
Yeah.
You think those guys brought all that stuff that one day and boom, we married? No, they had to do more.
Yeah,
they had to do more for a length
let's
of
get away
time.
from back in the day.
No, because but it revolves back around because it goes back to
what?
Women being traditional. It does. So it makes the same.
But women
circle.
are not traditional, so you don't get
but
traditional
it makes
treatment.
You want women to be traditional, so those men have to be traditional too.
I'm not gonna be traditional to a hoe. Like, what are you talking about?
Okay, that's understandable. But are you saying all women are hoes? Is that what you're
yes.
saying?
If your majority of women are hoes, what are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Stop the
She
cap.
pressing buttons. Here's the thing, and I'm so glad you brought this up because this is a conversation that needs to be had. If you are a dude, right, and you seen a girl be out there in the streets, and maybe she just did it even one time, you're gonna feel jaded by taking her out on 2 dates, 3 dates, etc. When you know for a fact that the dude didn't even take her on a date
But the
and still
reason
fucked.
why
Hold on, I'm not finished.
Okay.
And literally, you're going to feel jaded as a dude. So for you, I get what you're saying, that you can be traditional, and that's going to bring out the traditional in her. But if she's not traditional to begin with, why would I give her traditional shit?
It's like you thinking like this and projecting this out on a podcast is not going to help the women community. Like,
well,
it's
I'm
really
not here. Well,
it's like you want no. Let me finish.
Go ahead, Miss Sassy.
This is why you want to help women understand, but you just sat here and said all women are hoes. You're degrading at the same time, but trying to help a generation. You are though. That's what you said. So you're degrading
majority.
You're degrading
We're
women.
talking about majority.
No. You said all.
Yeah.
You said all.
But
even you talking like this.
Yes.
You are still. There could still be someone watching your podcast when it like your videos that get lots of views.
They do.
And they really do like your concept.
Yes.
Except they don't like how you're trying to. They want to listen to you as a man and hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
But when you say stuff like that, it makes you be like, you're like degrading me at the same time if I'm trying to fix myself. And I'm trying to step into that pure era, that better era of my life.
Yeah.
It's hard for women to do that when they're watching a lot of men talk like this.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. This is how men think. This is how men talk. If I've had this conversation a lot of times behind closed doors of what is a hoe? Like, really, what is the definition of a hoe? Okay. I've asked, is it the frequency? I've asked, is it a time frame? And majority of men say it's a little time frame in period, but once a hoe, always a hoe. So if you had sex with. Well, I'm talking about from a male's perspective, not from yours, but I'm talking about from men, right? So for a man, once a hoe, it's like always a hoe. So what I'm saying is a lot of these women, they go out to bars and clubs, they do their thing, they out here in the streets, have one-night stands, orgies, etc. And then they decide to settle down or slow down. So yes, the majority of women have gone through that period in time of hoe activities. Now, for me personally, like going back to the original question,